So, council events, yeah, generally one day is public-facing events, so yes, super family-friendly. You're representing the council at the end of the day, so you need to be what the council is looking for. You know, you need to have that family-friendly, light, happy appearance. Walkabouts or big shows is generally what a council will want. They want you to be seen by as many people as possible. So unless you're doing a really large show that can be put on a stage and everyone around for miles can be seen, they're going to want a lot of walkabouts. Generally, stilt walking, bouncy stilts, that sort of stuff is great sellers for councils. They will go direct and they will go to agents. Councils will do a bit of both. Again, with councils, though, they'll do a lot of repeat bookings if they like you. If you get in there with a council, generally councils will have between maybe 8 and 10 events a year, and you could be on every single one of those if they really like you. So generic and interactive, it's generic and unique again. So be unique enough that you're not your everyday juggler, but be generic enough that they don't have to have some obscure theme for you to be able to fit in there. Again, family friendly, health and safety in order, councils are on it, not as much as your military, but just as much as your corporates. Large characters and relevant characters, they're super useful. Don't be updating now. Well, that would be a disaster. I'll just sit here for an hour and a half while it updates. So, yeah, large characters, relevant characters. You know, characters like Frozen characters on stilts, Greatest Showman characters on stilts. Big, really energetic characters is what a lot of councils want. Like, stilts. Stilts sells the councils really easily and really well. But having relevant characters, you know, if there's a movie that's coming out, like Tor was saying, having a character from a film and having the perfect costume for it is perfect for council events. So, private parties. Oh, go on.
Absolutely. With the characters, do you have any issues with...
Yes, you have huge issues with copyright law.
Yeah.
Don't let Disney ever find you. If Disney finds you, they will bankrupt you.
Or rename the act, so
Yeah.
if you're doing a Frozen act, just call it Chilled.
Yeah. Or what's the Hulkbuster that's not a Hulkbuster?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not a Hulkbuster.
Yeah, just call it not a Hulkbuster. There you're fine.
And if you are working with actual licensed characters, like I've worked with the licensed PJ Masks in the kids shows,
Yeah.
you have to be really careful how you interact with them.
Mm-hmm.
They've got certain briefs about what happens to their characters, does that make sense? So yeah, those
Like storylines.
Yeah, so really, that's quite a thing. So what's the part is like, are you like just someone playing Frozen, or are you the actual Frozen?
Yeah.
And you can get those teams in there and militant about.
Yeah, how they interact. They're sort of like Disney level quality where they cannot break character, otherwise they're beheaded in the back room. So, private parties, they're quite similar to your wedding clients. Generally, if they've never booked entertainment before, generally it might be their first time, it might be for a significant other's birthday party, that sort of thing. Clients, a lot of private parties that I work at, clients, they can be divas and they can be a real bugger about everything. They want everything controlled in a certain way, they want everything perfect how they want it, even though that may not be the best thing for you as an entertainer. You know, they may give ridiculous requests where you're just like, well, that's not humanly possible, but I'll try anyway. That's the sort of attitude you've got to have with these, because a lot of the time they're going to be difficult. You want to manage their expectations and try and bring them back to reality, but they will be difficult some of the time. Private parties, they will shop around, they will go direct, they will, similar to weddings, they're going to shop around, they're going to work with agents, they're going to work with everyone. And these are the sort of clients you've got to be quite wary of. If you get an inquiry through an agent, chances are they will try and find you direct as well, and you need to test your agent loyalty there and, you know, inform your agents when you can. Walkabout or a show, a lot of the time they will think they're the same thing, and you've got to be really aware of that. If you're doing ambient fire and fire show, but your fire show is twice the price of your ambient fire, just sell the show. Don't even give them the option of ambient fire, because a lot of the time they think it's a show anyway, and they will get everyone out to come and watch your ambient fire saying, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna twiddle these for 20 minutes. So be super wary of that. A lot of the time they're gonna have quite small crowds. You're not talking like 2,000 people crowds, but ambient's really applicable. So push for a show and just do a really kick-ass show for them. Be something they've not seen before. A lot of the time, these parties are all about one-upping their friend from down the road who had a party last week. They're that sort of clients a lot of the time. And you basically just need to be better than last week's party that they went to. So you need to be something slightly unique, slightly obscure. A lot of the time, these sort of things can be adult only as well. So, but again, check details for that. Not doing another story. Be good value for money. That's a really good point for private parties. Again, VAT is a negative for a lot of private parties, but being good bang for your buck, because these sort of people, they're gonna shop around. I'm making huge generalizations, by the way, based on the sort of clients I have that book private parties, but they will shop around and they will look to try and get the most out of you for the least amount of money. Having a good website is really important, because these people will be doing their due diligence on you a lot of the time. Even if they find your act through an agent or something, they will probably Google the name of the agent and be looking at your website, and they will be looking at that sort of thing.